It's Avaani Premium result 6 that time, and just as I was mentioning, something happened between the game and Numan lost his wicket. Just seems to have read the length of the delivery and got outsmarted by the bowler, and that's a Avaani fast settlement wicket. Fast settlement, zero compromises with Avaani Real Estate. That's a massive moment in the game. The short format of the short format game, just Super 6, only 6 overs to be played. 47 runs, healthy score in the middle. But the players would have to do a little bit more to accumulate more runs and have the safety net created for the players. So just before the match, there was a moment of a possible rain, which seemed like a menace sign, but the weather is slowly clearing up. The lights are a bit brighter, and that time played beautifully. Just attempted to guide that, and we'll just pop beyond the boundary. 2 wickets in that Easter's over, but 11 runs has been scored already, and that's Avaani prime location 4 to end the over. Locating the gap is very important, which Faisal was able to do that time, off the mark with a boundary, and so is the importance of locating the gap in real estate. Locate your next property with Avaani Real Estate, proud sponsor of this Super 6 tournament, organized in association with Sydney Champions League organisers, from a beautiful venue of Springfield Park. Halfway completed, and 51 runs for Avaani Enterprise, and that has missed everything. Looked like a brilliant in-swinger. Looked like it has missed the batsman, the stump, and will miss the wicketkeeper as well, and that has run away for another boundary. That'll be signalled by, I thought, but no, has been signalled off the bat by the umpire. No signal. And Nafis starts with a 4. So that'll just be a single that time. Interesting action of bowling there for Nafis. Reminds me of Sohail Thanbir, so it's quite tricky, and it deceives the batsman because the body of the bowler is at one point, but the angle of the delivery is very much like a left armer coming from round the wicket. So it's always hard in the moment for the player, for the batsman, to judge that and adjust accordingly. That'll be wide. It requires experience, the mental model, to be aware in the moment and apply the adjustment accordingly. Next one. Yeah, once again deceived. That ball would have come from way outside the offside and just went on to the gloves of the wicket keeper. We'll try and bring wicketkeeper in the frame as well. That would have been drifting towards the leg side, and that's because of the angle and show. This time, bit fuller, and Faisal not wasting any time to punish that delivery, and will result in Avaani prime location 4. Locating the gap and locating your next property with Avaani Real Estate. Proud sponsor of this live stream and this tournament, presenting you and to the community straight from Springfield Park on a lovely day of Saturday. And I hope the viewers are enjoying this content full of live stream with back-to-back action of community cricketers. We've had 4 games already, and this one's the 5th one of the day, and many more to come on your way. Invitation there by Junaid. He looks like a promising cricketer himself. Young bloke. Bit of a tight line there. Coming a bit tighter. But Junaid just realizing Jabran applying his maturity in this battle between the two players, because he seems very young. And he's applying that flight delivery, which normally spinners are supposed to be doing. But Jabran just realizing that's the plan, and that would be the skill set around this player. And advancing down the pitch, anticipating the flight delivery. Back-to-back boundaries, this time Avaani prime location 4. Pierced the gap beautifully. A few words there from his senior player, Saeem, which is always a nice thing to see in the field. A bit of a support from his teammates. And this will go in the hands of the Saeem, the fielder who actually guided the bowler before. So must have been, the message must have been to create the length delivery. But once again, this one will go for 4. But nonetheless, regardless of the situation, it's a great initiative there by the players of Sydney Falcons to back this youngster in this community tournament. I want to wish all the best for Junaid. Just few things not working for him, but he seems to have a lovely action, nice rhythmic run-up, and a nice bit of a release. That ball will do a lot once it turns. But the player of Avaani Enterprise just making sure that they don't let this youngster settle in the field, playing with his nerve, which will do a hell lot of an experiential aspect for him going down the session in his career. This was a better delivery this time, outsmarting Jabran there. Bit quicker in the air. Good end of the over. A great comeback to end the over with 2 singles. A really nice bowling there. Nonetheless, 17 runs of that over. But he shouldn't mind that at all. A bright cricketer. But the Avaani Enterprise wouldn't mind that over at all. 17 runs would make them cruise at 78 overs after 3 wickets. And we'll be looking at a big finish of the inning. Almost finishing the innings just in 1 over. But we would like to take the moment to highlight today's match partner, Avaani Real Estate, a proud sponsor of this tournament. Big thank you. Always great to see businesses invest in communities and in the right ways. And what better way than to invest the community groups, the individuals and resources in favor of the community. And cricket has been a massive part of Avaani Enterprise, Avaani Real Estate. Yet another exciting day of cricket here in Springfield Park. Back-to-back Super 6 matches. A day full of action. That ball was traveling at a very high speed, and once again that ball was traveling towards the youngster Junaid, who misfielded at that time. But it's just an exciting spectacle to be witnessing in someone's cricketing journey. Not really that they have to achieve big, but it can make people like myself nostalgic about how important it is to make mistakes when it comes to learning in life. And it's a very exciting thing to see Junaid's early stage of his career in the field here in Sydney Champions League 2.0. And just the fact that they have backed their youngster for this level of tournament tells a lot about the kind of fraternity Sydney Falcons are. And great to see this happening all here in the Springfield Park. We're very glad to be bringing you this through Avaani Media. That time I wanted to gently caress it, but will be called wide. So the Falcons needing some kind of assistance from their bowler. They will have to finish it well here. Already 9 runs of the 2 deliveries served so far. Jabran on the other end is wanting to get a quick single, but Faisal has some other plans. That's another Avaani Premium Result 6. Avaani Premium Result 6 is brought to you by Avaani Real Estate, above and beyond every time, just like Avaani Real Estate services. We are proud to present you this live stream featuring some of the properties through the QR codes located in the corner, which will appear big on the screen after a while. If you are somebody looking for investment in property or perhaps a first-home buyer, few opportunity awaits you at this stage of the market. Back to the field again. This has been shot very well in terms of the gap, but wouldn't travel because it probably was made contact with the toe of the bat, not coming out of the middle. So just a couple runs, but 17 already from Nitish. 2 deliveries remaining in the innings. The Super 6 2.0 Sydney Champions League has been one of the exciting tournament for a while amongst the Sydney cricketers. It's a shorter version of the game. And that 6 was massive. That's a wide 24 runs of this is over already. One last delivery to go. Not quite the prime location 4, but I will have to announce it as Avaani prime location 4. Locating the gap is very important when it comes to scoring boundaries. Just like locating the gaps when you are looking for your next property, Avaani Real Estate can help you. That time, not quite the deliberate shot there, but it was a bit wide, just through his bat. That takes the healthy leading edge and will go for 4 runs. And the player will depart from the middle. But we will bring you the replay of that last delivery that went for 4. 106. The biggest total of the Sydney Super 6 tournament so far comes from the team of Avaani Enterprises. That will be the end of the innings. While the teams take a break, we would like to highlight today's match partner and a proud sponsor of this tournament, Avaani Real Estate. Featuring this Super 6 Tournament 2.0 is brought to you by them. Featuring house and land opportunities in Austral and Leppington and suburbs alike. Ideal for anybody if you are a potential first home buyer, investor, or a referral. You can view full details instantly by scanning QR code on the screen. This is the best time to check it out. Just scan and explore at your convenience.
Welcome to Avaani Enterprises, a collective of purpose-driven ventures shaping bold ideas into tangible impact. At Avaani, we don't just build businesses, we build communities. We tell stories. We create platforms for growth. It begins with Avaani Real Estate, where vision meets value. Founded in 2021, we've helped hundreds find their dream homes and sound investments. From strategic land acquisitions to off-the-plan sales, our projects, like the landmark $32 million Grantham farm development, are designed for lifestyle, legacy, and long-term return. Then there's Avaani Premier League. More than just a cricket tournament, it's a celebration of community, culture, and competition. With 16 vibrant teams and a growing fan base, Avaani Premier League is redefining what local sports can look like. Diverse, inclusive, electric. Backing it all is Avaani Cricket Club, nurturing grassroots talent, creating leaders on and off the pitch. We're not just training players, we're shaping character, confidence, and camaraderie. And to tell every powerful story, there's Avaani Media. From live Avaani Premier League broadcasts to cinematic real estate campaigns, we bring ideas to life through visual storytelling, digital marketing, and immersive content creation. Together, we are Avaani Enterprises. where purpose meets possibility, driven by innovation, empowered by people, and committed to making every idea matter. Welcome to Avaani Enterprises.
So, a fantastic day for cricket. Super 6 2.0, Sydney Champions League, powered by Avaani Real Estate. Welcome back as we begin the second innings. And also a quick reminder, perhaps if you've been watching this stream for a while, you probably don't need the reminder. But to those of you who have just tuned in, or in the process of tuning in, a quick reminder that Avaani Real Estate's house and land opportunity in Austral is still available to view via the QR code on the screen, located here in the top corner, and is the feature real estate opportunity part of this partnership with the Sydney Champions League Super 6 2.0. Proud sponsor of the tournament and this live stream. A great bit of total there by the players of Avaani Enterprise Cricket Club. Farhan and Isa will be opening the bat for Falcons, who need 17.83 run rate in 6 overs, which is a massive thing. But good bowling attack there in the form of that gentleman in the middle. Bilal himself is a very lethal bowler on his day. Bit unorthodox of an action, but long levers comes into play to generate that extra bit of pace and carry from a hard surface like synthetic turf. And Ashal, number 12, is a lethal left arm pacer. So they would need to back the fielding aspect though, because they are very fast bowlers, and all you need is a proper timing, or sometimes some of the healthy edges can go for frustrating runs as well. So field set will be the key for Avaani Enterprise, because runs can be easy to get in Springfield Park if you are a good timer of the ball. And especially when you're bowling well, and if the run comes in the form of edges and byes and all that sort of stuff, and the catches are missed because the positioning of the field, it can always be frustrating, and the momentum can be easily lost in no time in a short format of the game. By the time you realize what's happening, it could be just a little too late. But here we go. An action-packed inning is on your way. Falcon player Farhan will open the bat, and Ashal making the run-up, first delivery. And that will have a beautiful shape, but just misdirected that time. Keeper did well to position himself and to not let the ball go for the boundary. But I would like to just change the angle a little bit so that the keeper comes in play as well. Well, I didn't have to. The keeper actually came in position. It's a big appeal, but that must have been drifting down the leg side. And also dipping just before the batsman. And Isa would miss out on that one. It's difficult when the ball is actually taking a bit of a shape and dipping at the same time. Challenge always. That's a beautiful delivery. There's a filter in the square leg region, just slightly towards the finer leg, and this time he's actually been directed to go towards the fine leg. A bit finer, not exactly in the fine leg, but the square leg has been directed to go a bit finer for Farhan, and that's the direction by Neither. Another fielder just making his way into the field now. That fielder who just pierced the middle of the ground will go and position himself in the mid-wicket region, in the deep mid-wicket. There's a fielder on the long on and long off, and one in deep point. And this ball did not meet the right part of the bat. Will be just a single. So good start there by Nida, regardless of the fact that he started with a wide. He has done well in his next 3 deliveries. That will be called wide. Looking to get that in-swingy shape there by Nida. And that's what I can hear from the commentary box as well. He's just mentioning about the extra bit of swing that this ball is taking in. Perhaps would be nicer doing some cross-him delivery, but nobody fulfilled set. It was that third man reason. Just a single. It's a low full toss. Batsman would think that he had a better chance, but I think he did his best there to get away from that delivery. That was lofted straight. Numan Dar located there, a very good fielder, regular community cricket player, explosive batsman, bit of an unorthodox stance, but he likes to keep his head stable, strong base, and explodes. He gets going in most days, if not always. Yeah, once again, that'll be a single. Neither doing well to frustrate the batsman of Falcons. You can see from that heavy head dragging posture from Syme. He thought he had a better chance, but looks good so far. 7 runs, regardless of that excellent deliveries from Neither. But a shorter format of the game, a required rate is 17 per over. 7 run doesn't do the satisfaction aspect for the players. Of course, very understandable, but nice bit of batting to have not lost the track of the delivery, regardless of the massive swing that we know Neither can deliver. This was a bit straighter, punched down the ground for single. Great atmosphere here in Springfield Park. A lot of cars coming in and going out. A lot of teams have played so far. Game 5 of the day. Swing and a miss. And that's a Avaani zero risk dot ball. Keep the risk out of the equation. And keep the risk out of the equation with your property transaction with Avaani Real Estate. Just a reminder that Avaani Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this live stream brought to you today. This has been swung hard. There's a fielder in the backward point reason outside the field, as this is a Super 6. There's 5 fielders located on the boundary ropes, a keeper. That makes it a 6, but you get to field with 7 players. And 7 players on the batting side as well. So you have to take the 6 wickets. A bit chilly because of the overcast that has happened the whole day. It's a winter season here in Sydney. And that hit him hard. Nothing wrong with his hand, I suppose. But just the chilly factor of the weather doing a bit of a damage. It can cause that extra bit of sensation, especially when it's it's cold. Once again, this has a run down towards the third man region. There's a sweeper located. We'll clear it out and limit the runs to just 1 runs. 3 dot ball, I was gonna say, but that was a scoring mistake. So 2 dot balls in this over and 3 singles. What an over in the context of the game. This is high in the sky. The fielder located in the deep mid wicket in the offside makes the run. Bit of a bad throw in the end, but all well. Just Jella. So Bilal comes in and starts his attack, but starts with a wide. Massive 6 brought to you there. That was a Avaani Premium Result 6, above and beyond every time, just like Avaani Real Estate. There by Farhan. I nearly thought Isa was had scored only 0 runs, but that's his last name initial. So it's 5 runs of 8 deliveries. Farhan 13. Bilal struggling a little bit there with his line. Scored, has already given 3 wides. And that is a beautiful shot by Farhan. I stepped out dancing down the ground and picked up the length beautifully. Bilal has been punished. The ends is over. 19 runs on the board added for the Falcons. End of 3 overs will give them 32 runs, no loss of wickets, so that's a good sign. They can go all in towards the end of the innings, but the thing is, it's already end of innings, almost halfway down, so they will rethink their strategies. But brilliant bowlers of the Avaani Enterprise has already bowled Neither, and the second bowler, I beg your pardon, but I'll quickly get the stats out for you. Yeah, Abbas who bowled brilliant in the second over of the innings. So once again, Faisal comes in and starts with a wide. This is lofted. The fielder there on the long on reason. Who's Abbas himself, Mr. Baloch. We should be aware about that from the recent movie Turanda. Chance for 2 runs. Comfortable couple runs there. But good over so far. Only 4 runs of 2 deliveries. That's a rate of only 12. And Falcons needing much more than that. The required rate is 26. Another swing and a miss. That time. That's a massive 6 from the top of the cover. Farhan being explosive that time. That's back-to-back premium 6s. This time it was served on the full, and Farhan not delaying any proceedings with that delivery. An appeal for Noble, but he was advancing down the ground, so this is on the toe end of the bat and comfortably taken there. It's an Avaani fast settlement wicket moment there. Fast settlement, zero compromise is what Numan did that time. And it was assisted with Avaani right position catch. Getting your property decision positioned perfectly is important, and Avaani Real Estate can guide you. Who is also the proud sponsor of this tournament, Avaani Real Estate, located in Norwest, can assist you positioning perfectly when it comes to the property decisions. Very important decisions in the life stage of any individuals. It can be anything related with buying your first home, an investment opportunity. Avaani Real Estate is your trusted real estate partner. So 52 needed of 1.2 deliveries. Avaani. Premium result 6 that time. But a massive amount of runs needed in the next 2 deliveries at a rate of 114, which is almost impossible. That will be another 6 runs for the players of Falcons. They will carry on that momentum, I hope, into the next game. Just didn't get the start that they would have hoped for in the beginnings of the innings. About like only 8 runs, about 12 runs of that first 2 overs hurt them very badly. Ended up being the decisive aspect of the game. That'll be a single in the end, and the end of the innings. And what a fantastic match. We've just witnessed great effort from both teams. Thank you to all the players, officials, spectators and viewers through our live stream channels for being part of today's event. Special thanks to Avaani Real Estate for supporting today's match and showcasing their house and land package. If anybody is interested in one of them, they can contact one of our licensed real estate agent or sales associate here in the Springfield Park today. Or if you are interested in watching this from your conveniences of the devices, you can also scan this QR code to know more. If you haven't already, the QR code's on the screen to view the details. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you at the next match.